A grown man told me 5 plus 5 equals more than 9, so I did the real math. Tony's Pizza was the only pizza shop in town. Not the only good one, the only one, period. So yeah, Mr. Caruso had us by the balls and he knew it. The place got packed every day at 3:15. Kids being loud, laughing, spending all their allowance money on mediocre slices. I mean, yeah, we were annoying. But Caruso was different. He wasn't just annoyed. He straight up hated us. Like, somehow the 46-year-old man running the pizza shop was the biggest bully at our school. He'd talk down to everyone, act like we were idiots. People always said he stiffed kids on their orders. Parents would come in screaming that he scammed their kids, shorted them on change, but no one could ever actually prove it. Until that Tuesday, I was sitting with my friend Jake. He just transferred in and wanted to grab food with some guys from the team. He ordered a large pizza for the table. I was trying to finish my geometry homework before practice. Area formulas, circumference, all that boring crap. 10 minutes later, Caruso came out with 2 small pizzas instead of 1 large. Ran out of large pans, he said, dropping them on the table. Jake looked at the pizzas, then at Caruso. Wait, I ordered a large though. Well, that's what you're gonna get. Caruso crossed his arms. 2 small pizzas. That's more food than 1 large anyway. You're getting a better deal. But I paid for a large. Caruso's face went hard. Listen, kid, you and all your little friends show up here every single day after school. Breathe my air. Take up all my tables and think this place exists just for you. I'm doing you a favor here. 2 pizzas instead of 1. That's 10 inches of pizza instead of 9. You're literally getting an extra inch for free. So either eat it or leave. Jake's face went red. He just nodded and sat down. I looked down at my homework, at the circle formulas staring back at me. Area equals pi times radius squared, and something clicked. I pulled out my phone calculator, punched in the numbers while Caruso walked away looking all smug. A 9-inch pizza, radius of 5 inches. Area equals 3.14 times 4.5 times 4.5. That's 63.6 square inches. A 5-inch pizza, radius of 2.5 inches. Area equals 19.6 square inches. Times 2, 39.2 square inches. Holy shit. I showed Jake my screen. Dude, he just scammed you. What? 2 small pizzas aren't bigger than 1 large. Not even close. You literally just paid for a large and got half the food. Jake stared at the numbers. Are you serious? Dead serious. But don't say anything yet. The rest of the week I watched. Caruso pulled the same move on 3 other kids. Always the new ones. Always with that same condescending attitude about how we should be grateful. By Friday, I was ready. I told my friends to meet me at Tony's after school. You're gonna wanna see this. The place was packed when I walked in at 3:30. Perfect. I went up to the counter and ordered a 9-inch pizza. Caruso rang me up. 15 minutes later, he came out with 2 5-inch pizzas. Sorry, kid. Ran out of 9-inch pans, but you're getting a better deal anyway. 2 5-inch pizzas, that's 10 inches. You're getting a whole extra inch for free. I looked at the pizzas. Wait, how does that work though? He sighed like I was the dumbest person alive. It's simple math. 5 plus 5 equals 10. That's bigger than 9. They don't teach you that in school? Every head in the shop turned. Right, but I pulled out my phone. Can I talk to the owner real quick? Caruso's jaw tightened. I am the owner. Oh, cool. I opened my calculator. So you probably know how to find the area of a circle, right? What? You know, pi times radius squared from math class. Kids started pulling out their phones. A 9-inch pizza has a radius of 4.5 inches, I said. So the area is 3.14 times 4.5 squared. That's 63.6 square inches of pizza. Caruso's face was turning red. A 5-inch pizza has a radius of 2.5 inches, so that's 19.6 square inches. Times 2 is 39. 2 square inches total. I looked up at him. So you're giving me 39 square inches and telling me it's bigger than 63 square inches. That's not an extra inch for free. That's literally half my pizza missing. Dead silence. Even if you gave me 3 5-inch pizzas, I'd still be getting scammed, I said. So how exactly is this a better deal? Caruso just stood there. He couldn't speak. Around us, kids were checking their phones, doing the math on their own orders. Someone from the back booth yelled, "Yo, he did this to me last week." Another kid, "Wait, me too." The whole place started buzzing. Kids comparing orders, pulling up calculators, getting pissed. It was a mistake, Caruso finally said, his voice shaky. Nah, I leaned on the counter. You did this to my friend Jake on Tuesday, and at least 3 other kids this week. I watched. This wasn't a mistake. This was you being a scammer. His face went from red to purple. So here's what's happening, I said, loud enough for everyone to hear. You're gonna give me 4 5-inch pizzas. That's 78.5 square inches. Still less than what I paid for, but whatever. And you're gonna do it right now. Or what? He snapped. Or 31-star reviews hit